Okay, so what is the idea of this video? Is to go to a beach. Mashagou is one of the most well-known beaches. Once a year, they make a party there. About 14 or 13 years ago, I went to that party, and I always want to go back to see how it looks because when I was there, it was at night, so I didn't even get to know the beach well. Anyway, I'm biking. See, it would take me about 3 hours. I'm still on road 17, but I want to stop here just to show you this area. 5 years ago, this area here was just empty. How to say it was just wild. All those buildings are new. It is crazy how fast this part has developed. I was looking for the most beautiful place to stop to check the map and not get lost. And this is what I found. A gas station. Okay, let's see. I have to make a stop here in one of these regular stores and I have to buy drinks.
What's in the pizza trove?
Super.
Oh, that's a bit of sauce. Look out.
A cultural tip here in Taiwan is that you saw the lady here, the owner of this shop. She is eating. Right now it's noon. This reminds me that in Taiwan it's very common for Taiwanese to eat something that they call it bian tan. It's like a lunchbox. It's made of rice, 3 vegetables, and meat. The meat is either pork or chicken. Beef here is not very common. This is like the rice and beans in Nicaragua or in Central America. Another thing interesting, I follow there's a guy in YouTube, and he said he doesn't usually go to 7-Eleven. He tried to look for local stores or small pulperias like this one. And interesting enough, the price here is cheaper. It's at least 5 NTs cheaper than in 7-Eleven. And I know these places. I know they exist. I know I've seen them. But I don't know. They look a little dark. There's no air conditioning. And, they are not like everywhere. You have to go into the inside the little towns. But 7-Elevens are outside and inside. So usually I prefer 7-Eleven, but I think it's also a good idea to help these people, local stores. They are surviving, I think. Before, I think, long time ago, when 7-Eleven, Family Mart, they didn't exist, these stores were booming. And, they were making money. Now they're just surviving. I am a bit lost here. There are some tiny houses all destroyed and covered with vegetation already. Most of these houses, I'm sure they are already abandoned. There's nobody here. This is impossible that people live here because even the roof is damaged in some of these houses. I'm lost. Maybe I'm not lost. Maybe. Because Google is showing me the way. But it's weird. I have the road here. That's the road. And it's asking me to go off-road. This way. Oh. I don't know if I want to do that though. If I get a flat here, I don't see any place I can fix that. And doesn't look safe though. This is a road. I mean, this is a mountain bike, I know, and I am used to go off-road, but with friends. If something happened, then at least I have somebody. But like this, I don't know. And I'm not sure if I can go that way because It's supposed to go to 61, which is it's expressway. But I think I will try that. Can you see? I don't know if in the camera can be seen, but there is a structure there. It's like two halves of a tree, and I don't know how to get there. But it's a very weird monument, maybe? I don't know what it is. But it's in the middle of nowhere. Look, I just follow Google Map. I end up here, but I think I am in the back of somewhere, but I'm not in front of that place. I don't know if you know what I mean. Okay, so this is it, Mashagou. And interesting enough, these are all empty, but they are not included in the price when you get in. So get in, 150 is just to get in, just to see this. This is how it looks now. Yeah. I remember, I think the singers were there. Mission accomplished. Okay, so basically that over there, that's the entrance. And there's nothing to see. There's nothing to see. That's ridiculous. It's just the beach. But that's it. I don't know why I have a very different idea of this place. It's like very, very different. Like I cannot recognize anything. At the entrance, there was one guy who is kind of nice. But once you in, I was just looking at the beach. I mean, just that. I'm just staring at the beach and thinking myself, is it the real beach that I remember, right? And two guys just came to me and say, what's wrong? I didn't know what to answer because he just asked me what's wrong. His expression, his body language, the way they approached me was very aggressive. You know, I realized even I am outside the place. I decided to just leave, and even here feels much better. Like I'm in the road. Like you see, that's the road, but there is palm trees. There's a lot fresher air. Some of you have mentioned it. What camera am I using right now? I'm using the Sony CVE10. I have the mic from Boya, those little mics with a dead cat. Before I was using this GoPro Hero 9, but I sold it because I got really tired and frustrated of this camera failing. I'm planning to buy a DJI Action 3 maybe, I'm not sure. Right there, I said I was at the back of something, and I was right. This is the front of that something. Kind of pretty. Using a motorcycle, the best way is to ride all the way 17, all the way to this corner right here. There is a 7-Eleven right there, and there is a school right here. I think it's a high school. Not sure though. No. Guoxiao. It's an elementary school. It's called Jiajing Village. Jiangjung Village. Yeah, so in this corner, just go in here and go straight. Don't turn, and you won't get lost. And it's much easier way. Google, you failed me this time. 700 meters from here, start this solar panel farm. And it goes here. Now, This is a tiny, tiny, tiny one. I wish I had a drone to show you, but there are kilometers and kilometers of these farms. I mean, like huge, huge. I never seen anything remotely close to this one. Now, this will cause a problem. Before, this land was dedicated for fish farming and other type of crops, but mainly fish farming. To produce energy is cheaper, and you don't need to sell it. I mean, you just give it to the government, and the government will pay you. So you don't have to take the fish out and process it and sell it or anything, nothing. It is much, much simpler, and maybe the benefits are much higher in money-wise. I mean, but what it's going to do is the price of the fish will increase because the production will obviously reduce by a lot. At least in this area, Taiwan has, only Tainan, has one scientific park, one industrial park, and one technology park. Now, this one here is the entrance of the technology park. One day, long time ago, maybe 12 years ago, I was riding a motorcycle around here, and I saw this place, and I thought I will work here. But that was just a thought, like I didn't have any support for that thought. It's just a ridiculous thought. 7 years later, I end up here. The company I was working for, they moved to this area. I spent about 6-7 years working here. See you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.